Well, so one thing that I said was that somewhere down the line, someone's going to do this whole thing successfully. I mean, foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. That's Jesus Christ, and they're going to, I guess those people go to paradise, just like the thief that was crucified with Jesus Christ, like he wanted to go to paradise. Like, I guess that's where those people will be going, when they succeed. And so something that I notice is that, like, we're looking at all this popular music, and you wouldn't want to be judgmental, you wouldn't want to be judgmental or particular, because, like, okay, so how many of these different types of things are like a motivation for helping homeless people? Because almost anything could be a motivation for helping homeless people. If you're talking about a type of person that exists, so I'll be sure, is he talking about anybody named Tarzan? Like, yeah, probably like in 1980, what was it? It's like 1986 or something like that. There was probably a lot of Tarzan to talk about. There was a lot of things like that to talk about, like at the time when that song was written, and we're looking at this, I'll be sure, and so, just for instance, like, we're looking at me, and so theoretically, like, there was this guy, like, on the East Coast, and he used to walk around with this sign, and you could see him, like, in the movies, and you're like, the end is near, and so you got that guy, and then all of a sudden there was this great, tragedy in New York City, and so now I'm sitting on the I'm sitting here on the internet. I say Jesus saves. So theoretically, they're going to turn us into these anatomic robots, and we're all going to be doing like the Beatitudes, like, I am so merciful, I am so merciful, and this other person's walking down the street, and he goes like, you are not right, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And theoretically, everything's going to turn into this thing or turn into that thing. But what I tend to notice, and tell me if I'm right, that everything we're talking about is talking about our humanity. Everything is talking about the same thing. It's talking about our humanity. And what really bothers me is the fact that really what we have, okay, is an ability to be analytical and to understand that these people know how to hurt a lot of people by hurting one person. They know how to hurt a lot of people by hurting one person. And they've been doing it for a long time. So what does that mean? That you could hurt however many people? You could always hurt tons and tons of people just by hurting one person like that. Is that what you call humanity?